Seriously, how old is Luis Ortiz? He is way older than he lets on. Ortiz was born, according to data provided by him, on March 29, 1979 in Camagüey, Cuba. As an amateur boxer, he won a silver medal in the World Cup team in 2005 and was national champion of his country in the 91 kilogram the following year. 2010 passes professional and debuts in Hollywood, but I had fun working out the following thesis about the true age of Luis Ortiz. Regarding the voices about the real age of the great, very great Luis Ortiz. From his extraordinary amateur path, we can draw objective considerations. First of all, let's say that Deontay Wilder's amateur career is a dignified one, but not comparable to that of Luis Ortiz. 361 matches, of which 342 won and 19 defeats. As far as we know, Ortiz was born on March 29, 1979. Assuming that he started officially to fight at the age of 16, we assume that he passed as an amateur in 1995. From the data in our possession, we know that Luis Ortiz left Cuban amateur boxing in 2008 to escape in 2009 to the United States of America, where in 2010 he began his professional career, so his amateur career lasts about 14 years, from 1995 to 2009. According to the news, Luis Ortiz played 361 amateur matches, of which 342 won and 19 lost. Attention, these data are considered reliable by all the international press, so there are no objections to these numbers to be raised, and then we'll see why. Now, if his amateur career lasted 14 years, 361.14 equals 25.78. Mathematics tells us that Ortiz would have carried out 25.78 fights per year. In fact, 25.78 times 14 years equals 360.92 fights. Since it is unthinkable and above all possible that a maximum weight can support 25 matches in a year, equal to 2 matches every 12 months of the year, here is my thesis on the real age of Ortiz. According to my calculations, Luis Ortiz was not born in 1979, but in 1970. His amateur career began at 16 years, that is in 1986, and ended in 2008, the year before he escaped to the United States, and therefore his amateur career lasted 22 years from 1986 to 2008. Dividing the total number of meetings supported by amateur, 361, 22 years equals 16 meetings per year. Considering that Luis Ortiz was part of the Cuban national boxing team, the continuous national selections involved on average more matches in a single month, and his participation in international tournaments are many and recurrent and often required more than one match per month. I find these observations and deductions objectively justified. For all the above reasons and the calculations I have made, I believe that today, 2024, Mr. Luis Ortiz is around 54 years old, having been born in 1970 and not in 1979, as indicated by many people with many reservations.